Ekundayo is one of the best welterweight in the world. The only guy that moved deftly in the ring, and the IBF European champion. Funny enough, I was sparring years ago, even before I turned pro, with my former manager, and we had this kid came in to spar, and it actually meant to come and spar one of my mates. He was a light heavyweight, I was a welterweight. My friend wasn't available, and I was asked to help move around with him. Even though the guy is heavier than me, and he actually boxed like Mike Tyson. And after the sparring, my former manager and his colleague actually gave me the name, saying this kid is natural. That's how the name came around. So that's why I am the natural now. As we all know, Prize Fighter is one of the biggest tournaments in the world when it comes to professional ranking. I had 2 fights to my name then as a pro. Usually people that goes into Prize Fighter are well-experienced professional fighters. But I had 2 fights to my name, and I was chalked in. And my first opponent that night was Craig McEwen. Craig McEwen was ranked at least number 10 to 15 in the world. He was actually 2 weights above my weight. Craig was an amazing fighter. He's a Scottish kid, but he based in America in Wildcard Gym. He was the favorite to win it. And I guess my natural movement kind of win the whole fight for me to beat these 3 guys. I boxed Craig McEwen the quarterfinal, and Chris Coslow, which was the former British and Commonwealth challengers, and Terry Carruthers. Terry Carruthers was actually the most fearful fighter that night, which I stopped. But Craig McEwen was the favorite because he had 23 fights and he lost 2. When the 2 fights that he lost was actually a world title shot. And then for me to beat him on my 3rd outing, and I actually won £34,000 that night. So the actual post for that fight was £32,000. But during my edition, it was you get £2 bonus include. So I managed to stop Terry Carruthers in the final, which fetched me extra £2,000. So I went on with extra £2,000 to my £32,000. So yeah, it was a great feeling actually. Not just yet. I want to be well received first at home here in Nigeria, and I'm sure as soon as my people show the support, I'm sure the rest of Africa want to know who I am and know much of me. So I'm gonna start. They say charity begins at home, so that's what I'm trying to do first. And yeah, in the near future, I will definitely tour around the rest of the Africa. I think I'm just being greedy. No, I'm joking. You have to remember, I started pretty young. I was 12 when I started, and I was growing. And I got to a point where shedding weight becomes very, very difficult. And I just said, you know what, I'm just gonna move up. It was pretty hard because usually people bulk up easily, but because of the vast jump, it becomes really hard for me to actually be on the exact weight. So I have to eat and drink water before weighing. So it's a good struggle to make the weight, because I can eat to go up rather than starve myself to cut down weight. So yeah, no disrespect to Joseph, John Fane was a whole league ahead of him. John Fane is one of the dangerous fighters in my division in the UK, and a highly respected operator. And yeah, John Fane way above him. I'll be defending the title in December in London on the Frank Warren show, which is one of the biggest shows in the world. So that's where I'll be defending it. Pounded yam and egusi and things. I like jollof rice. I like fokore, even though I'm not from Jebu. I also like ofada rice. So yeah, and we're going in bread. I was, but don't let us talk about that. That even sound like I'm an Afrobeat artist now because I'm rapping. This is Larry Ekundayo. Keep watching Innovation TV. You can reach me on Instagram, Larry the Natural _ Ekundayo. Keep watching, guys.